Well, I'm hoping I do this correctly because I'm going to try to share my screen here. But while we're doing that, um, last week we talked about considering God's creation, and notebooking with that. And it is a living book, or not living books. I'm sorry, unit study kind of curriculum. And I wanted to talk about this one lady. Her name is Robin. Let's see if they'll let me do it. And no, it won't. Okay, that's okay. Robin Sampson, and she has this curriculum that's called Adam to Abraham. You can go to heartofwisdom.com. And the heartofwisdom.com, she has been homeschooling for over 29 years, and she has kids from ages right now 14 to 40. This woman has been homeschooling, and she started to do years ago. I found her curriculum, scriptural curriculum, and this one unit study is called Adam to Abraham, and it is a really, really, in my opinion, this is a unit study I've used, fun, informative unit study, and you can, last when I used it, you could download it in a PDF or you could buy it in book form. And it can be used from kindergarten all the way through high school. You can expand it. You can just make it really simple. And you can even take the Considering God's Creation for your younger children, use that for the science to go intermingle with the Adam through Abraham. And this is like history. But what I liked about this curriculum as well is they didn't just bring history. They brought in the Bible. They brought in literature. They brought in she brings in a lot of things. She has a lot of good information on her website. Another one of her books that she helped to author, she was a co-author for, is A Family Guide to Biblical Holidays with Activities for All Ages. So when you're teaching your child the biblical holidays and trying to explain it to them, she has this in this book. And what's neat about this is this book I used before I came into the Messianic movement. I started teaching my children all these holidays and stuff, and we started learning together. And granted, it's written by a human. Take it with a grain of salt, guys. This is nothing that man touches is perfect. So, you take this, you take the scriptures, you balance it out, but it's a lot of fun pages. We've had this, we photocopied the fun things to do. They had recipes for Passover, like fun little recipes for the kids to do, recipes for Purim, different recipes, different fun activities for the kids so that they can learn hands-on on this. And this is also good for notebooking and journaling, because when you're notebooking and journaling, you're using this curriculum, like let's say Adam through Abraham. And I wish I had my kids' examples, but of course you can't keep everything. But they took their 3-ring binders and they would put their science in one section and their history in the other section. And then they had copy work of scriptures. And they learned so much about the genealogy of Abraham, or Adam to Abraham. They learned a lot of history, and that it is history, that it is true, and it's not a fairy tale. And through the study of this and through the notebooking of this and them expanding from it, they learned so much more about the scriptures. And this is one thing we need to remember, especially as believers that homeschool, that the foundation of our homeschooling should always be the scriptures. And the scriptures has everything in it. It has poetry, it has grammar, it has penmanship, spelling, it has wars, it has science, it has drama, it has everything in there. Your kids, especially your boys, say, oh, well, there's no war stories. Really? Let's flip through, where the children of Israel went to Jericho, and let's see what they did. Or let's see what David did. He didn't even have a sword in his hand. He used a slingshot with 5 rocks, but he only had to use 1 rock with the slingshot. Make it fun, make it energetic, make it to where they're wanting to know more. And this woman's site and what she started was to get the kids to hunger and thirst more about the scriptures and see that it is intriguing and it is interesting and it is part of our history. That's what I have for today.
We are richly blessed to bring you what we believe is the fullest, most diverse, yet up-to-date progressive teachings, discussion, and prayer programming you can find anywhere on this planet. Be sure to take the tour of the MessianicLambRadio.com website. I'm Susan Hoogie, thanking you for joining us on the Messianic Lamb Video Network.